Hi, thank you so much for attending this webinar of ours this morning. Just so greatly appreciate everyone's time on a busy Monday morning. This is Sandy Vicanti, and we are going to co-host this webinar with a great friend of ours, Assurity. Brandon Johnson will be going over great new opportunity with Assurity. Before we get to him, I am going to go over a few introductory slides, and then we'll hand it over to Brandon. Wanted to remind everyone, for those of you who are contracted with us and those of you who are considering getting contract with us, the great opportunities that we have here at IAMS for agents. When you refer an agent over to us and they get contracted, their first contract, we send you a $50 thank you check. For every piece of business that that agent places here with IAMS, you will receive an additional 20 basis points, again, on every piece of business that agent places. That does not come out of their commission. It does not come out of your commission. That's just a thank you from IAMS for referring that agent. And that runs indefinitely. That's not for a 3-month or 6-month period. You will receive 20 basis points, again, on any piece of placed business that referred agent sends to IAMS. For all agents, we offer a marketing reimbursement account, and what we do there is we put in like a savings account, $200 for every $100,000 of placed premium, and that premium could be life, annuity, med-sup, long-term care, combination thereof. And then whenever you have a business invoice, submit that to us, and we pay up to 50% of that through that marketing reimbursement account. So again, great opportunity to do business with us. Does not come out of your commissions. This is something that IAMS does just to say thank you. We also have, for any new agents, it's called a new producer builder. And what we do in your first 6 months of business, if you place $100,000 with us, you will receive a $750 cash bonus, or you can choose a 2-year producer website. If you place $300,000 of placed business with us, again, for 6 months, you can choose a $1,500 gift card. You can choose a $2,000 marketing reimbursement, or you can choose a Social Security program and 3,000-piece mailing. If you'd like to hold off and you think, gosh, I'm going to place $500,000 of business in your first 6 months, you can choose a 4,000-piece mailing and seminar coaching with Dave Pimper, a 5,000-piece mailing and seminar coaching with Matt Gill, or my personal favorite, a Ritz-Carlton travel package where you create your own personal getaway. Here at IAMS, we also have a very strong back office support. So when you submit a piece of business, it doesn't just end there with IAMS. We help you work smarter and not harder. And how we do that is assist with case design assistance. We supply any forms that you may need, run the life or annuity quotes, have the paperless contracting to make it easier for you to contract with any new carrier. And then really important, we follow that case from submission to commission. So what that means is once that case is in-house, we scrub the applications, we go over anything that may be missing or that we need, give you a call, get that information so it does not slow the process in underwriting, get that submitted, follow up every 3 days on your cases, all the way to the point where you get paid to make sure that you have that commission in your account. So again, strong back office support. Would love to assist you, again, from case design down to submission of a case. We also have a real strong creative marketing department, and what they can do there, they can start brand new, fresh, whether you don't have anything at all and need to create a logo, come up with a business card, do any handouts or flyers, to quarterly email newsletters, social media consulting. If you have a website and you want to refresh it, or you don't have a website and need us to create one for you, we are able to do that. Such a strong team. Either ask for Tasia or Josh. They will be more than happy to go over any of your questions or rebranding or just branding itself for your company. Our IAMS website has been revamped. It is www.iamsinc.com. And on that website, you can pull up all of our different incentives, more information about IAMS and who we are. Any training that is available will be out there. Also gives current annuity news and rates. You're able to pull forms yourself and do term and UL quotes. Again, that is all on our website. I encourage each of you, if you haven't registered already, to register for, again, IAMS website at iamsinc.com. We have, due to this new DOL ruling, or due to the DOL ruling, we have started an IAMS wealth management side. I'm going to launch a poll question here. All you're doing by checking yes is just asking that we send you more information in regards to the DOL ruling, how it affects you, and how at IAMS we're able to assist you with that. With the IAMS Wealth Management, we are wanting to just increase your revenue with managed money fees. Most advisors do see a large increase in fixed and an increase in their revenue as well. It's great client retention, because now you're able to offer a full range of products and services. And it actually strengthens your clients' relationships because they view you differently now. They view you not just as an advisor, they view you now as a fiduciary. With all the changing DOL rules and delays, again, by checking yes, you're just asking us to get you some additional information on how this affects you, what the deadlines are, and how at IAMS we're able to assist you with that. We also offer an academy, and we are having one around March of next year. I'll send out a poll question on that as well. Again, that is just saying that you're interested in more information. Our Life and Annuity Academy is industry recognized. It's a two-day, all expense paid training. We cover your airfare, your lodging, your meals, the academy itself. We go over different sales ideas and strategies from top producers. We unravel the questions with indexed annuities and when is it appropriate to use an income rider? What is an income rider? The different threats and trends to the industry. We go over top turnkey seminar systems as well, whether that's having a seminar at a library with cookies and coffee or having a more elaborate seminar for a sit-down dinner. We go over life case marketing, whether it's the private financing or that infinite banking concept, single premium life, great wealth transfer tools, go over software tools. We also go over client objections, how to overcome them. Again, amazing opportunity, industry recognized. We had over 1,000 agents apply for our last academy. We took between 35 and 40, so we'll get you out some information on that. And for all agents, we are offering a trip. It's Boulders Resort and Spa in Scottsdale, Arizona, February 25th through the 28th. It's a great marketing summit for you and a guest. It's rated best hotel in Arizona by Travel and Leisure and best golf resort in the Southwest by Golf Digest. Only way you're able to be considered for this trip is to start writing and placing business with us. We will look at everyone who is placing business with us at the end of December and then send out invitations in January. So again, only way you're able to attend is to submit some business and get it placed with us. With that, I am going to turn it over to Brandon Johnson with Assurity. Again, Assurity is a great friend of IAMS. We love doing business with Assurity. They're strong not only on the new business side, equally as strong on the customer service side once that policy is placed. Great, exciting new news, and anxious to hear it. And again, Brandon Johnson will be taking over from this point.
Thanks, Sandy. I appreciate the kind words. And as you guys can tell there, IAMS is a great company and gives you great incentives to write business with them with the referral bonuses and the everything we have to offer. So as Sandy said, we do have some exciting news here at Assurity. We actually just released our new term product last week, and it's going to be replacing our non-med term 350 and our term 350 plus. It's just going to be called Assurity Term from here on out. One nice thing about it is that it will have accelerated underwriting up to $500,000. So it's going to kind of, as far as the product features, things like that, the riders, they're going to be very similar to our previous products with our non-med term, our term 350 plus. The biggest difference is accelerated underwriting process, and we did reprice the product as well. I mean, as you guys know, if you're familiar with Assurity, we had our non-med term come out probably almost 10 years ago now, that was, kind of leading the industry as far as a non-medical type product. Then we had some rate adjustments on it and kind of priced ourselves out of it. So now we had some repricing and kind of revamped our underwriting process as well. If you guys are not familiar with Assurity, we have been around over 125 years. We've been around a long time. Strong rating through AM Best, an excellent rating. Then, really had one-stop shop. Not only do we have great life products, we also have some great health products as well when it comes to disability income and critical illness. So very strong in those products as well. When it comes to underwriting, one nice thing about you learn about our products are not only do we have simplified options with a lot of our products, we also have non-medical underwriting built into our products. And then with this new one here, we have accelerated underwriting for our fully medical underwriting products as well. So, and I'll really explain that, and I'll really kind of dive deep into that, just because that's going to be the biggest thing to wrap your mind around. It's not a non-medical product. It's a fully underwritten product with accelerating underwriting with the possibility of instant decision on it. We do want to mention our trip as well. So not only when you're riding with IAMS, you're qualifying for their trip. If you write business through Assurity as well, you're going to qualify for our trip as well. Ours does end at the end of this year as well, and in 2017. We're going to Australia next year, April 14th through the 20th. So a great trip, and we're going to have some incentives here in the last few months as well to help you qualify for that. We will be announcing our new trip for 2019, probably here the next few weeks. Talk about where we're going for 2019. But for now, you see here, you can still have some time to qualify for our Australia trip. So in today's webinar, I'm going to talk about term highlights. I'm really going to focus on how that accelerated underwriting works. Then a couple sales ideas too to help you maybe give you some good sales ideas when you're thinking about term, and great ways to sell it. Not only make the sell on term, but maybe additional riders as well. Conversation starters to help with that, and then obviously we're going to talk about double credits towards the leaders conference I just mentioned. All right, so whenever we developed this product, we knew one thing was important, and that was, one, make it price competitive, and two, clients, they want the ability of the rates with the fully underwritten products, but they don't want to have to worry about doing everything that's required for a fully underwritten product. So we knew that we wanted to develop something that gave them the option to get that great rating of up to a preferred plus and not have to do that full exam when they're applying for it. So because if in today's society it's such a immediate gratification type society, and we know that if someone's healthy and they don't think that they have any health issues, they shouldn't have to do all the things that someone maybe has some health issues have to deal with. So it's something, when we designed it, we made it so it does give that instant approval when they're applying for it. And obviously if they don't use it, they don't want to waste their money as well. So we do continue to have that return of premium option. So our new term, as you can see here, it's going to be similar to our previous products. One thing we did change is we did lower the face amount to $25,000. And you know, that's not a big market, but obviously there's not a lot of companies out there that offer that low of a death benefit on their term. So we can go all the way down to $25,000 up to $10 million on it. Obviously, if it is over $10 million, we can offer. We just need to get an exception on it from our underwriting. And then, you know, whenever you're thinking about writing the product, one of the objections that we come up with is if they don't use it, you lose it. So we still have that return of premium option available. It's actually be called the endowment benefit rider. That's one thing they did make us change the name of it. It's called the endowment benefit rider, but it's also known as return of premium. Still convertible, so you can still convert this product. We do have conversion credits that are going to be available as well when you convert it, so they can help lower that price for your client when they do convert it. And then the e-applications, when you're doing an e-application, that's when you are going to be in that accelerated underwriting. It can actually give you an instant decision whenever you go through that application. So with this, we do have the 10, 15, 20, and 30-year terms available. Like I mentioned before, 25,000 up to 10 million. With that accelerated underwriting process, 18 to 50 can go up to $500,000 and be instantly approved. If they're above the age of 50, 51 to 65, they can go up to $350,000. And whenever you do this, it's going to go through our underwriting system, and they can be issued all the way up to a preferred plus rating when they do that, without having to do an exam, labs, phone interview, order medical records. We don't have to do any of that. It actually could be instantly approved on it. We can go with from preferred plus. It's going to be a true preferred plus rating. So it's not going to be like a preferred plus on a simplified chassis. It's going to be equal to, if they would have done a full exam, it's going to be equal to that. So that's one big advantage. We'd actually go from preferred plus all the way down to standard plus 4 tables. So we can do some risk with this accelerated underwriting process, and it really is going to help out the speed of the underwriting. We do still do last birth date on it, and it's renewable to age 95. So the accelerated underwriting process, that's the biggest thing we focus on, because the term is pretty simple, right? I mean, term is going to be a certain length of time. It's going to be a level premium. It's going to have some conversion options. And obviously with us, we do like to talk about the riders we have available as well, because we'll still have all the riders as far as the return of premium. Like I mentioned, we'll have the critical illness rider, the disability income rider, the spouse rider, and the child's term rider. So we'll have all those still available, which is great because it seems like less and less companies have riders available on their term. And we like to really talk about those as well. With the accelerated underwriting process, we're expecting at least 50% of the applications that are submitted to go through the underwriting process and be approved instantly. And that's obviously, going to be an overall. So if you're working with very healthy clients, it's probably going to be a higher number. If you're working with older clients that maybe have some, major health issues, it might not be as high as 50%, but we're hoping to get at least 50% of these policies approved instantly, which is going to really help speed up the process. All applications are considered on instant approval at the time of application. That's only on e-applications. So whenever you're doing a paper application, it'll come into us, and we'll still send it through the underwriting process, but obviously they're not going to be instantly approved. When you do it over the e-application, you'll actually fill out the application, and you'll get to the health section of the application, and that's actually interactive. So whenever they answer yes to a question, I'll actually have follow-up questions to that, as far as what medications they're taking, their last doctor visit, things like that. So it really helps us make the decision instantly. So you get to the health section, it'll actually say get a decision. Hit that button. It'll actually say approved as applied for, approved other than applied for, or referred to underwriting. So it's pretty cool. So you can actually get an approval when you're sitting with your client. You can let them know that yes, this is approved as applied for. It'll send it to us. You'll still have to do the e-submit as far as getting e-signatures. But the nice thing is your client will know that it's approved. It'll come to us. We'll issue it within a day. It'll be mailed out to you or your client. So pretty cool process. Obviously, whenever you're doing the e-application, helps helps with any mistakes that happen through the process, because it eliminates those with the green check marks, and then it does reduce the overall time of the business being issued. Because one thing with this underwriting process is our underwriting system will actually, if an exam is required or medical records are required, you as an agent will not have to worry about that. The underwriting system will actually automatically order it. So if it's referred to an underwriter, our underwriting system will actually know that, well, this person has this many health issues. We're going to order an exam for them. So the underwriting system will actually order the exam or order medical records. We're hoping, even if it is referred to underwriting, the underwriter can just look at it and determine that it will actually, the underwriting system maybe missed something, and that we can approve it without having to do the exam. So just because it's referred to an underwriter does not mean it's going to always require an exam or medical records to be ordered. But there is the chance that can happen with this. So it is not a true simplified or non-medical. It's accelerated underwriting with the possibility of instant decision. So on the accelerated underwriting, obviously you submit the application. Whenever you're doing the application on the with the e-application, one of the first things that does need to be done is the HIPAA form. So there will be a HIPAA form signature right at the beginning of the application, because we are going to be pulling MIB information, prescription information, MVR, things like that. So we will need a HIPAA form for them to authorize us to do that during the e-application when you're doing those health questions, because that will be required. And like I said, the underwriting decision engine, it will give that instant approval on it, approved, referred to underwriting, or rejected. I believe almost all of them are going to be referred to underwriting. The only way they'll be rejected is if they don't meet the height, weight guidelines, things like that. But as far as the health questions, they'll all be referred to underwriting. The only things that will automatically kick them out, like a height, weight, will be rejected on that. So e-signature needed. So whenever you do get that approval on that instant decision, like I said before, you will still need to go through the e-submit process as far as if you're doing face-to-face signature using their driver's license. If you're doing an email wrap signature, you'll still need to have them do that as well. Then on that, we'll either issue it or have it be reviewed by the underwriter. We do have a form, and I'll send this over to Sandy so she can send this out. It kind of helps, kind of highlights everything that I just talked about there. But some of the common things are, face amounts, $500,000 is for 18 to 50, 51 to 65 is $350,000. It's going to have the height, weight, build chart on it. So if they're outside that height, weight, build chart, they're not going to qualify for this. And then I'll have a quick reference guide that'll have additional information as far as what might require it to be referred to an underwriter. We have had some questions when we've been doing these trainings as far as what will trigger someone requiring an exam. And right now it's tough to say, because anything that's preferred plus to or standard plus 4 tables can be underwritten through this process. So it's going to be multiple things. I think the more business we get in, the more we'll know what's going to require an exam. So living benefits, I did mention these earlier, that return premium benefit or the endowment benefit rider. That's where the client can get 100% of their money back. I know there's less and less companies that are offering this. So it's, we do like to talk about it quite a bit. Then obviously the critical illness benefit rider, and this pays a lump sum benefit upon diagnosis of a heart attack, cancer, or stroke. And then the monthly disability income rider provides that monthly benefit if the client becomes disabled. One nice thing about our riders that we always mention is our additional costs for our living benefits for the critical illness and the monthly disability income rider. But if you think about it, when you're talking to your clients, whenever this money is needed, that critical illness money is needed, or that disability income is needed, it's going to come from a different pool of money. So it's going to help protect your clients, because if someone does have cancer or has a heart attack or has a stroke, the likelihood of them getting insurance down the road is not very likely, or it goes down quite a bit. It's going to cost them more money. It doesn't lower their death benefits. They'll be able to use all that death benefit whenever it is needed. And the good thing for you as an agent is if let's say for an example, if the premium is $20 a month for just the term, you add that critical illness and the monthly disability income rider, maybe now it's $60 a month. So you can either go out and sell three policies to 3 different individuals, or add 2 riders to 1 policy, and it's pretty much the same thing. So we'll pay full commission on all the riders, including the return of premium rider as well. So keep that in mind when you're talking to your clients. Not only does it protect them more, gives them that full protection package, it also pays you more as an agent. So you can sell, more or less policies to less individuals, but make more money on that 1 policy that you sold. So now that we've talked about the accelerated underwriting process, I kind of want to give you an idea of the cost and maybe where it fits, and some sales ideas of what the riders that are added. In this situation, we talk about Amanda. She's 27, married to her college sweetheart, Lucas. She makes $47,000 a year. Lucas, he's attending grad school, but he does work, but making some money. They really depend on both their incomes. They're not making a lot of money, being recently out of college. So it's important for them to have some protection in place, but also make it affordable. So Amanda, she is obviously they have student loans, have some credit card debt as well. Not much in savings, for their house and their loan payments. And then Amanda has group health insurance through work that's 1 times their salary. So really, there's not much coverage available on them right now. So opportunity, as you can see, really the opportunity is to sell her more life insurance. And, she doesn't want to go through the long application process and do the fully underwritten process as well. So you look at the Assurity accelerated underwriting. And with this extra coverage, if something does happen to Amanda, Lucas will be able to get his college degree in grad school. And then if one thing we did talk about is if Amanda doesn't use the coverage, she can get all of her money back. You can see here, wrote Amanda a $250,000 30-year term at Preferred Plus non-tobacco, went through the accelerated underwriting process. That's $16.75 a month. Adding that return of premium rider jumps it up to $21.10 a month. So very, very affordable. It's an additional $4 a month to get all of her money back after the policy ends. So very affordable, great concept to talk about. And that return of premium, as you can see, especially on those young ages, very, very affordable. The second sales ideas for Generation X, talking about your mid-range individuals that maybe have a little more money, but still need that high protection coverage. So Chris, he's 40, and his wife Amy, she's 38. Both very healthy, married and have 2 children. They lived in their home for 10 years. Amy's dad recently passed away from a long battle with cancer, so that's also at the back of her mind. So when you're talking to individuals, you're obviously doing a fact finder, learning more and more about them. If they say that an individual in their family did pass away from cancer, that's obviously fresh in their mind, or that's something they've thought about. So a critical illness cell can always be there for you. So considerations, Chris and Amy feel comfortable where they are financially. They are saving a little bit of money, but obviously, they want to have some money to cover their mortgage, and that's $1,250 a month. So an opportunity is to purchase $200,000 in term life insurance for Chris and Amy, which is very affordable. With them being in good health, they can go through that accelerated underwriting process. And the agent also suggested adding a critical illness rider for $30,000 a month, a bit of it to cover 2 years of mortgage. So when you're thinking about adding these riders, it's a great way to think about it. Is if you're not sure how much to add for a critical illness or a disability income rider, take their mortgage, take that times 2 years. So this one is $1,250 a month. Take that times 2 or times 24, I should say, and it's right around $30,000. So if you think about it, if Chris or Amy has cancer, they're diagnosed, they automatically have 2 years of their mortgage covered with that $30,000. So that's something they do not have to worry about. So a great way to put that into a number rather than just give them a random amount helps them think about it as well. Same thing for DI. Instead of maxing out that $3,000 a month, maybe just do $1,250 on the DI rider as well. As you can see here, it's a win for Chris. $23 a month for $200,000 term, Preferred Plus non-tobacco. Adding that CI rider is additional $20 for $30,000, so it's $43.32 a month. Like I mentioned earlier in the webinar, adding that CI rider essentially like writing another term policy, but it's with the same client, giving them additional protection. So it's a total premium of $43.32. Not that $23 isn't a bad sell, but it'd be pretty nice if you could just add additional income to your pocket while helping your client out as well. Also for Amy, so hers is $16.53 a month for $200,000, and that rider is an additional $16.13. So total premium of $32.66, and getting them that full protection package. A couple conversation starters. Obviously, if an individual does have insurance coverage, or mortgage insurance, you can, talk to them about how, prices have changed recently with term insurance. So you can take a look at that, see if you can get them a better price. And obviously the living benefits, like I talked about with that critical illness rider, adding that and that return of premium as well. Getting their money back if they're not going to use the policy, especially with as affordable as it is. Like I showed on that first case study. One last thing I did want to mention is double credits for 2018. So any life insurance, especially with this term life insurance, count for double credits to Australia. So if you're writing a $1,000 policy, it's going to give you $2,000 of credit to Australia. And if you're not sure where you're at, we can obviously, it's on our website, but you can obviously reach out to us as well. We can let you know. We do update that about twice a month, especially with it coming here at the end of the year. That is really going to wrap it up for me. I did want to show, so your sales support team here at Assurity is going to be Paige Price and Morgan Hobein. They're going to be your sales team here. So if you do have any questions, you can obviously reach out to either one of them. Paige does travel a little bit, and Morgan is the internal wholesaler, so she's available quite a bit. And I'm obviously here as well to help you out. And then everybody at IAMS does a great job as well.
So Brandon, we have a couple questions, and I'm going to switch the screen over if you don't mind, so I can get out a poll question. So while I send out this poll question, and this would be, gosh, would you like to get contracted with Assurity or get additional information about Assurity? So let me get to the questions here real quick. So one of the questions is return of premium. Can you tell me if that is on all of the riders as well, or is that just based on the premium itself?
It will just be on the base premium on the policy. So it'll be on the base premium and the return of premium rider. So if you add that critical illness rider, it would not be included on that return of premium.
Okay. And again, wanted to remind everyone, it is extremely easy to contact Assurity. So when you have a case in-house and for whatever reason need to contact the underwriter, they're available immediately. You are not disconnected from any part of Assurity at all. Just really an easy, good company to work with. Everyone will be receiving a recorded version of this webinar. We will be contacting you, finding out if you have any additional questions, if you wanted contracted, get you at the contracting paperwork. Again, thank you for spending your Monday morning with us. So greatly appreciate it. Hope everyone has a safe week. Brandon, again, thank you so much. So greatly appreciate your time.
Yes, thank you, and thanks for everyone's time today as well.
And again, everyone have a safe week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.